Cyrus Wittig with you, and right now I am joined by our HSS Kaiser Athlete of the Month, Isac Wallin from Kaiser Men's Golf. Isaac has finished 7th or better in all 4 spring tournaments this year and took home the title at the 2023 Coastal Georgia Invitational, finishing the tournament at 9 under par. So, Isaac, let's start with that win at the 2023 Coastal Georgia Invitational. You started with a 73 in round 1 and then caught fire with back-to-back 67s to win the title at 9 under par. Isaac, what was working so well for you during those last 2 rounds?
Obviously, I don't know. I was having a nice day on the course from the tee to the greens, hitting a lot of fairways, hitting all the greens. Missed some greens, but had a good day on my scrambling. I think the key was my putter. I had strokes gain. I don't have the numbers in my head, but my putter was on fire, and that's really helped me to shoot back-to-back 67s.
Again, you started with a 73 in the first round, which put you at 1 over par. Certainly not a bad spot to be, but then again, you went back-to-back 67s. Isaac, did you make any changes from the opening round to the next 2 days, or was it just a case of getting accustomed to the course?
So we played 2 rounds the first day, so my first round 6+1, then the following up with is 5 under. I don't think I made any changes. I was just more confident with my driver or my irons. We played pretty much in no wind as well, so the course quite fit me as well because I hit pretty far, so I don't need to hit driver on every hole. So I can go back and hit some irons from the tee and still have a wedge on the greens. So I would say, I think more confidence in myself, and then I actually won my first tournament in this event, so it was quite nice to have the first one checked off, and then I think that's kept me going for the season so far.
Isaac, did you know coming down the stretch that you were in a pretty good spot, again, 9 under, to win this thing, or was there somebody on you, chasing your tail? And just talk me through kind of how the last holes went as, like you said, you approached your first tournament win.
So usually we don't have live scoring. After COVID, we started to have live scoring, so we don't do paperless scoring. So usually I always look on the scores because we do live scoring by ourselves to see if I'm on the top or if someone is catching up. But this time on the final round, I was not even looking at the live score until the last 3 holes to see if I would have some shots I could miss or I needed to play aggressive if someone was behind. So I think that maybe helped me to just focus on my thing, not see the other guys behind me. So 100% focus on myself, and I think that's helped me to first victory.
Again, here with our Kaiser HSS Athlete of the Month, our Seahawks Spotlight, Isac Wallin, who has dominated the spring schedule for Kaiser Seahawks Golf. And Isaac, when you go back to that win at, again, the 2023 Coastal Georgia Invitational, was there one particular shot or one particular hole that you felt like was the most important for you, whether it gave you a lot of confidence or just helped you get out of a bad situation?
I don't think so, but I already had a nice feeling in my body that I was not nervous at all at any point. I was just going with the flow, playing in an amazing course, amazing greens, no wind. I don't think it could be any better conditions for me. And also the grass type is quite different compared to Florida back for me in Sweden. And this course was pretty much the same grass that what we have in Sweden, so that makes me more confident to know that I will not get a flyer or I need to read the grains on the greens.
Isaac, your consistency has been so impressive this spring. You finished in the top 10 in all 4 tournaments. You've been in the top 5 in 3 out of your 4. What's the one part of your game that has kept you performing at such a high level this season?
I think it could be in general all my shots together, but I still need to work on my approach shots to even be even better, to maybe win my second or third tournament. It could be from my tee shots. I'm usually, before last year, I had always 1 out of bounds or 2 in the water. That makes me need to take an additional penalty shots. But I think so far this season I have pretty much 1 or 2 only penalty shots, so that helps me to not have this penalty to make bogey or double or triple.
Again, here with Isac Wallin from Kaiser Men's Golf. Isac was a first-team All-American last season and certainly on his way to doing that again. He has been absolutely phenomenal in the 2023 spring season. And Isac, you know, golf is such a mental game. Even the best players in the world go through ups and downs throughout a round. How do you keep yourself at an even keel on the golf course, not get too high, not get too low?
So usually I drink almost after every shot, try to stay hydrated, take some electrolytes after 9 holes, so if I feel tired. Always try to keep up my food, eat like every 3 holes, so I keep the energy up all day. So that was what I was thinking. I started with it in Sweden like 5 years ago when I played tournaments. Always eat after 4 holes, and that kind of helped me to always stay high on my energy and not like ups and downs, because that can make 1 hole bad and then you're screwed up for the whole tournament.
And I saw, Isac, that you are one of 5 Swedes on this Kaiser roster. Did you play against any of your now teammates back when you were growing up in Sweden?
So I've played a lot of competition against them before, but I just seen the names. So I never know the names or like friends.
Right.
I have just seen them in the field or something like that before. So when I arrived here at Kaiser, I didn't know any Swedes, but I saw that it were like 5 or 6 Swedes on the team before. So that makes me also to come here to commit. So I was not like alone to be Swedes here, or I have always someone that I can speak my home language with someone.
And then last thing here with Isac Wallin, our HSS Kaiser Athlete of the Month, our Seahawks Spotlight from Kaiser Men's Golf. Isac, if you went out and could play your dream round of golf, any location, and then, of course, with any guests, what course would you choose to play, and which 3 people would you invite in order to complete the foursome?
So I think I would play Augusta, because I think that's the most difficult course where you can play. You need an invite, or I don't think you cannot even go there and play. You need an invite. And I think I would play with Tiger, because for me he's the Hall of Famer. Then I would pick Jack Nicklaus and then Arnold Palmer.
Well, Isac, I certainly cannot argue with any of those choices. I got to let you go, but again, Isac, thank you so much for the time. Congrats on a fantastic season so far, and I certainly wish you the best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Again, that was Isac Wallin from Kaiser Men's Golf, and he was our Kaiser HSS Athlete of the Month. Isac was a first-team All-American last year and has been superb in the spring season this year. Kaiser Golf will be back in action this coming Monday as they go to Rocky Face, Georgia to play in the Roadrunner Invitational, and then they will take part in the Sun Conference Tournament at the end of April, and then, of course, compete in the NAIA Championships in mid-May. Another thanks to Isac. We'll talk with our Kaiser HSS Female Athlete of the Month when we return on ESPN West Palm tonight.